Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new card making video. Today I'm hopping along with the Not Too Shabby designers for our N2S February 24 hop. Use that hashtag and the description box below to find the next stops on the hop. So for this hop, I am focusing on the box of the month. It's a subscription box, or you can buy it individually, but you do save money if you subscribe and get it every month. And of course, you can cancel at any time. It's about $78 in value, but of course, you get the discount if you subscribe. They send you these sheets here. When you use the QR code, you can get inspiration, find them on social media, and all those cool things. So next, I'm going to show you the contents of the box. It is stock full of things. You get 2 pads of pattern paper, ephemera, and 3 stamp sets, and of course this yummy little treat. So here we have our ephemera packs. There are 2 different packs. They are stuffed full and they coordinate with the pattern paper in this box. Here is the tweet pack. There are 12 designs in this pack, and then you get multiples of each design. And then we have our sweet little bird pack. You can use these with the stamp sets and also the ephemera. So really fun paper pads. Then we have our boho rainbow builder. That's this set right here. The one I just showed you is actually called Rainbow Notes. And then the third set is So Tweet. They are all very whimsical and so cute. And I'm going to show you what each of them look like stamped and in 2 of the cases colored. So here is that Rainbow Notes set. I'm going to use this set today for sure. I like this big image that looks like a bookmark, so I'm going to make a bookmark. You can see I colored these in different ways. So I colored each bow of the first one half with one color, half with another color. I colored in between the lines on the second image to get all the rainbow colors, and then half of the bow on the other one, just to incorporate all the rainbow colors. Next, we have our So Tweet set. This bird, oh my goodness, is so cute. The little birdhouse, you've got flowers, a couple hearts, and what I'm calling a wreath image, but you could use it for a tag too. It's just a really fun thing. Okay, now this set here, we're going to stamp with colored ink. This is the Boho Rainbow Builder. I'm going to be using crisp dye inks from Altenew. I'm not going to show you each color, but I just wanted you to see what inks I'm choosing to use today. I did stamp those 2 or sometimes 3 times just to get them really saturated with ink, because they are bold images, you know, like a lot of surface area to cover. And there's 2 different rainbows that you can stamp out here. So the first one only has 3 bows, and then the fourth one has the 5 bows, and I put the hearts under the rainbow, and then there's also some clouds. Now all of these sets also have sentiments with them. I did not stamp those out, but I just wanted you to see the main images in the set. Now we're going to take a close-up look at each of the paper pads before we jump in and make my card with the removable bookmark. I am going to use some paper from this pad right here. I really love that purple gingham. I love gingham in any way, or plaids or checks. I love that kind of pattern. I'm really into like subtle patterns like polka dots and stripes and things like that, more so than I am like this with the birdhouses. Not to say that I don't use them, there's not a place for them. I just gravitate towards the more simple patterns in my card making. Okay, so now let's take a look at the ephemera. When I told you that this is like stock full, it really is. And in most of the images, you're going to get multiples. So like, don't ever be afraid to use this. I feel like you could almost never use up an ephemera pack. There's so much in there. I will use 1 piece of ephemera in my card today. And then I plan to use a lot more of it. I would say, I was going to say this one's maybe my favorite, but the next one does have some really cute birds in it. So it's hard. They're really fun. And I am all about like things that are cutesy. So I really like this. There's like a little caterpillar there. And my daughter used to have a stuffed animal that we called Inchworm. And it so reminds me of that caterpillar. I just think all the things are so cute. So again, these ephemera packs are going to match the paper pad. So if you look at the sweet little bird paper pad and you're like, but the bird in the stamp set doesn't quite go, there are so many birds in this ephemera kit, and they match the birds in the paper pad. They are so pretty. It's almost like somebody did no line coloring on these birds. They're just really gorgeous. And then you've got some bird houses, some florals, some leaves, hearts. It just really pretty things in this set, very pretty. Some of the ephemera pieces have more than one bird on them, and you have multiple, so you could make, I don't even know, 50 cards with that. Okay, I am bringing in this set. It's called Spring is in the Air. It is not new to the Not Too Shabby shop, but I felt like it really went well with the things that we have going on in this box. So I stamped this little duckling, that's what we call it, out, and then I colored it to match, and I'm going to use that on my bookmark today. So I wanted to pull out something old and pair it with something new. Even though this stamp set is new to me, I just got it, and I think it's adorable. I got it with my points. I don't know if you know this, but you can get points in the Not Too Shabby shop and redeem them for things. So I actually got it for free, which is so cool. So you can see how I'm going to put that together. I just laid the little duck on the bottom of the bookmark piece, and then I'm going to stamp a sentiment on the cloud. And I just wanted something that would, you know, not be like a card sentiment, like thank you or happy birthday. So I stamped the sky's the limit, or sky's the limit. I'm going to be using this Kendra's Card Challenge. I'm using sketch number 10. If you're not familiar with that, you can look up Cards by Kendra on all the social media platforms, and every quarter they have this inspiration, like these sketches and ways to cut your pattern paper. I have a whole video on it. I'll link that video at the end of this one if you want to watch that next. I think it's super fun. It was my first time doing it, and it's really helpful. So I fussy cut out all my things you saw, and I just temporarily stuck down the bookmark onto that yellow piece of cardstock and cut around it because I wanted a second layer for my bookmark. And then this piece right here is kind of representational of that focal point piece on the sketch. I'll show it to you again. But now I'm going to put those two pieces together to create a bookmark that's going to have a stopper at the top. So the rainbow is going to stick out at the top of the book when you use this as a bookmark, and then the bottom will open and it will attach back down together with the help of this magnetic strip. So it'll kind of open like a tent at the top. Yeah, I like it. So I used thin foam squares there at the top, and then the magnetic strips have adhesive on the back, so those are going to open and close, and you just slip it between the pages of your book. All right, so I have all the pattern paper pieces cut out. There's measurements on there for me, and then you can see my little focal point piece has a corner element, and that's the flowers on my bookmark. All right, so I'm adding my dark purple panel to my light purple card front. And then I have this piece right here where when I took it out of the pattern paper, I got a little bit of that like gluey edge. So I just use my sanding eraser to kind of buff that off, and it works really good. All right, for my second piece of pattern paper, I'm going to use this light yellow with polka dots on it. And I just decided to use repeating like 2 different patterns of paper and repeat them instead of using 4 different patterns. And then I want this bookmark, when you remove it, to have a little sentiment behind it. So I stamped Hi Friend. And then this last piece of pattern paper, I'm going to pop up with those thin foam squares because it's going to help hook my bookmark to the card. So I'm going to open it just like if I was going to stick it on a page and slide it behind that pattern paper on either side of those foam squares. Now the bookmark is going to move around, but that's okay to me because it helps the recipient know that this comes off the card. Now in that little baggie of goodies, there was some enamel dots that are clear. I'm going to use those as the embellishment that is shown in the sketch, and just 3 in a row like that. Sometimes you got to move them around, and there you go. So there you can see my card versus the sketch, and you know, kind of how I made it my own. And I think it's really fun, but it was missing something. I really needed to tie in that dark yellow paper that's behind my bookmark onto the front of this card because it only had the light yellow, and it wasn't, you know, like working together as much as I wanted it to. So I pulled out the Boho Rainbow Builder stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that with some Honey Drizzle ink, and I'm going to just amp up that dark yellow, and it's really going to help tie it all together. And I'm going to do one other little thing at the very end to bring that dark yellow back in, and I end up loving how this looks. So there it is with the hearts. Really good. I'm loving it. So you can see again how I just tuck that bookmark in there. It's great. like that. Okay, so I am going to stamp the inside of my card. I wanted to use this sentiment that says, sending you sunshine and rainbows. I think that's so cute. And then I'll add some hearts. And, you know, I already have the ink pad out, so I added a little rainbow. But it says, sending you sunshine and rainbows. And I remembered there was a sunshine in the ephemera pack. So I pulled that out. And then in the So Tweet stamp set, there's a little face. And it fit on the sunshine. And so I added a little face and stuck it in there. And now I have a little fun thing going on the inside that kind of, you know, replicates the fun elements I have going on the outside of the card. So I cut this like 1/8 of an inch strip of the yellow cardstock and added it right there on the left-hand side. And now I am so happy with how the card turned out because I've got the dark yellow and the light yellow, the dark purple, the light purple, the removable bookmark, and the rainbow. The little chick or duckling, we've said it was a duckling, is just so very cute. If you think these things are cute too and you want to find out more, I have them linked for you below, as well as the paper pad collection of the month and the stamp set of the month at Not Too Shabby. And remember, this is a hop, so you can win a prize. All you need to do is use that hashtag N2S February 24 to find all the stops on the hop and get even more inspiration. If you love paper crafting videos, I have new ones all the time, so feel free to subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all again very soon. Happy stamping! Bye!